Check out that long hair on Danny Meyer at 27 years old. First, there was the Union Square Cafe, and then an empire. Meyer has opened 28 restaurants here and around the world. And the one that's grabbing most of the headlines is Shake Shack. The burgers and fries are beautiful. The custards and shakes are awesome. Why else would hundreds of people every day, every season stand in long lines all the way down a city block? But here's a tip. If you get to interview Danny Meyer, you get to cut the line even before the place opens.
Hi, welcome to Shake Shack. I'm Danny.
What inspired you to open up your own restaurants?
You know, I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, and the restaurants I would go to were always really, really nice to you. And so when I came to New York, my first restaurant became Union Square Cafe. And I said, what if we could serve great food, but also treat people really well? That's called hospitality.
Yeah.
And that makes the food taste even better.
He made me feel right at home, which is what his company is all about. I couldn't wait to tell him about my food business. I want to major in biology and maybe minor in business because I'm a young entrepreneur. I have my own business. It's called Adelene Pops. So I make cake pops for a living.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So what is the one thing in your cake pop recipe that stands out the most?
My Caribbean background flavors. And my grandma makes Dominican cakes for a living, and she hand down her recipe.
There, you actually went into your own heart and soul, and people can really taste that love. They can really taste it a lot.
This was my big moment, to have him sample one of my cake pops.
Oh my gosh. And you eat this in one bite? You have a bright future.
Thank you.
That's so good. Tell me how the College Bound initiative really changed your path.
I have an amazing college counselor, Mr. Lanloken. He just has me on the right path, basically, and I don't think having him by my side, I wouldn't be able to accomplish so many things I have so far.
So what a great asset to have such a good coach to help you figure it out. I didn't necessarily have as good of a college counselor as you had, and I only applied to 3 colleges. I was rejected from one, rejected from the next one, and waitlisted at the 3rd one. So I was in nowhere.
Wow.
And I wrote the best letter of my life, and thankfully they took me off the wait list. And then I felt like I really had something to prove. So in my first semester, I got straight A's for the first time.
Wow. We were all ready to eat, but Mr. Meyer wanted to know more about us.
I'm going to Trinity College as a Posse Scholar, and the Posse Scholarship is full tuition scholarship.
Would you like to know that that's where I went to school?
Yes.
What advice would you give me as I head off to college?
Have fun. Learn from people and stretch yourself. One of the great things about college is that you get to meet people who came from different backgrounds, who have different interests than you, and that's how the real learning happens.
I could get used to this. Shake Shack burgers, custard with a side of selfies.